Hi everyone, this is Debbie with Plan.Do.Repeat. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I'm going to be making some ephemera for this junk journal that I've made. And this is how I decided to close it. Just used some cotton that I stripped and made to tie around this, and this is a pocket, remember? All right, and these are the I made four signatures for these for this this junk journal. And so what I'm going to do today for this is I'm going to create some ephemera for it, okay? Now I just collected just some scraps of what was left from making this, okay? Let me get this out of the way. And some other scraps that were just in my same scrap drawer. I pulled out a few playing cards, just a whole mishmash of things, some leftover material and lace that I used on the junk journal, and some printouts that I had printed from long ago that have been sitting in my stash for I don't know how long, and I decided that I was going to go ahead and use it. So that's where I am right now. All I did was just start collecting things and piled them into this pile, and that's what I've got so far. I have this. I'm not quite sure. Oh, it was from some tapes. I mean, from CDs that I had from many years ago. I think they were ASL speech tapes. So yeah, I just have all this stuff just piled over here. And so I'm going to see what I can make with it. I'm sure I can make some beautiful stuff because this is really good bones, you know. So let me, I think that these will go really pretty with the journal that I made. Okay, so I'm just trying to get things organized here. Okay. All right, and this is an old notebook of mine that I started out with my using it for something else, and then ended up moving it to another location, but I still have all this paper in it. So I'm going to use some of this paper for the back of some of the embellishment for writing. Okay. I'm really trying to use all the stuff that I can. All right, so I have these two that were printed out from I don't know where, but they were in my stash, and I've had them so long that I was afraid they were going to start getting bent because it's just regular. In fact, it's a really light copy paper. Very flimsy. So what I want to do is I want to add it to some significant cardstock, and I think, yep, this is perfect. Okay, it's a good size. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it like this and then glue this onto it so that it has some kind of structure and make this into a pocket. That's what I'm going to do. All right, so let's see, where should I cut it? And it's got a bend right here. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it at the bend. Okay. Probably not straight. No. Okay. I'm a really terrible cutter. I'm going to just even it out just a little bit, because I know that, yep, it was a pretty bad mess. All right, let me get the straight side to use. Oh yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay. Okay, much better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this right here. Yep. And I even have room in the middle here to put a word or something. So I love that. And what should I use? I think that'll be okay. I think I'm going to just use some glue stick on the edges. I love this glue stick. It works really well. Okay. And I love the color of both of these. I think the brightness of the blue complements this taupe color. Okay. And it has a pocket. See? Isn't that awesome? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I don't know if this is going to be dark enough. Let's see. Yeah, it'll be dark enough. Just gonna put some ink on this. This is Gathered Twigs Distress Oxide. The paper already looks like it's distressed, doesn't it? I think it's very pretty paper. And I can't tell you where it came from. Okay. I like to make sure the edges are okay. There we go. All right, and put the lid on. Now I have another one that's smaller. I'm thinking that's not gonna fit. Oh, this one's a pretty one. Let's see if that'll fit. Yes, okay. And I love the starkness, don't you? Of it next to it. Yes, I'm going to definitely do that. Okay. And I'm just going to automatically use my cutter. Because, yeah. I hope you can see. I have stuff everywhere when I get this stuff out to start using it. I have like a pile on my desk. Because I want everything out in the, where I can use it. Yeah, I'm going to use it right there. Okay. And I think I'm going to make this a little bit not so wide. Yeah. Okay. All right. I love the way that looks. And the red of the heart brings out the red in the background, doesn't it? Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to use the glue stick. Okay. There we go. I got a little bit of glue on the front here, and look, oh, see, it makes it look like it's dirty. But you know what? I like that. Makes it look like these are old blue jeans, old worn out blue jeans. Love it. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and ink this one as well, because why not? I thought about ripping the edges, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I haven't made a junk journal with a blue jean cover in a very, very long time. That's pretty. I like that. Okay, so we can leave this as it is, these two, or we can bump it up a notch. Let's see. I do have this. That would take, I could put that there. Let's see. Wait a minute. Maybe just a little piece. Or maybe white. Maybe the white. Oh, I like that. Isn't that pretty? Could maybe take a piece of this and then put something else on top of it. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So that's what I'm going to do. Ooh, this has got glue all stuck to it. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to... are you kidding me? I have a pin here. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm not going to put it at the very top. Well, it's not doing it, is it? Okay, maybe that'll do it. Who knows? It's barely coming out of there. Okay, let's see. Let me see what I can do. Okay, I got this one. That's going to be quite a big bop right there, but let's see what we can do. Is this even open? Yes. Okay. All right, well, you know what? I'm gonna take a little break and then I'll be right back. I'm gonna fix my glue issue. All right, I have no idea what was wrong with my glue, but I got it to work. So there's that. And so I started working on things and realized I wasn't recording. So here we go. We're recording. All right. So I went through my buttons and I found some cute little heart-shaped buttons. So I thought they went with this heart right here. So I glued them onto that. And then while I was looking at my buttons, I found this, I think it was a sweater. It was a tag from a sweater. So I just stuck that in the pocket just because it looked like it needed to go there. So there's that. This is done. All right. So let me put that over here. And then I think I'm going to put some lace here. Okay. And I have a ton of these adorable children that I have had for years that I cut out a long time ago, and a whole bunch of older photos even that I cut out and I haven't used. So I am going to try to use up what I've got. So I think I'm going to use this little cutie because she's pink and I think she's adorable. And I'm going to go ahead and glue on this lace right here. Just a little bit of lace. I don't know what was wrong with my glue. I took it apart, cleaned it really good. And then filled it up because, you know, it didn't have a whole lot in there. So I figured, well, I'll go ahead and fill it up while I'm doing it. And it just, I yelled at it a lot. But it seems to be working, so I'm going to go with it from there. All right, so I've got this cutie patootie little girl, And I don't know, I'm kind of liking right here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put her right there. Okay. Yep. That's where I'm putting her. Everything's gluing to everything else right now. Because I got glue everywhere while I was doing this. Okay. So that looks good. All right. Now, I was thinking about using one of these, and it's really thin and flimsy, and I was going to glue some of the paper onto it like that. Will it work? Yeah, it doesn't matter if there's a red line. In fact, I can leave the red line on there, right there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this on. Let me move this over for a second. Where's my, here it is. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this paper onto the back of this tag. Where's the, here it is. I'm losing it. All right. Once you're on a groove and then something happens and you have to stop and fix something, it's like, oh no, and you lose your groove. So this is just not working right. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I'm gluing this on. Well, I've got glue everywhere. I thought about tearing it, but the back side was white too, so it would have looked funky, I think. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this out of the way. All right, and I'm going to stick a little bit, I think maybe this lace is so pretty, isn't it? I want to stick some lace and then this on top of it. But I don't know, I'm not, maybe I like this. I like this. It won't be such a contrast. Here we go. I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna put that right there. And fray this a little bit. Okay. And then the glue keeps coming out of my bottle. All right. All right, I'm going to smear it a little bit because I don't want it to look clumpy. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to glue the, oh, nope, I'm not. Yes, I am. Maybe I need something else under there. How about a little of this on top of, will that be? Yeah. I only want a little bit. There we go. Fray it. Okay. And then get some glue in here. Stick it down. Okay. And then a little bit of glue on this one. Right there. That way you can still see this one and this one underneath it. I like that. and then it still has the writing on the back. And it will go right here. Isn't that cute? I think it's adorable. Okay, so that's 2. All right. So, let's see. I got this. And I think I'm going to cover this with something. How about that? Oh, that's pretty. Okay. So I'm going to just glue that on. And then cut it. Now, do I want that edge? This right here. I might cut it just a little bit. Because I want the flowers to be happy there. How are we doing right there? Does that look good? It does. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this glue stick whoop. Okay. And I want it to be even. I don't want my head in your way. There we go. Okay. Rub it on. Okay, and then I'm going to trim it. All right. I love that color. Isn't it beautiful? It's like that Tiffany blue, right? Oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, so I need to put some ink on the outside of this because why not? It's there. Okay. It's just so pretty. I love this. I love this theme. I like being able to use the stuff that I used making the junk journal and then incorporating the rest of it. Okay, there we go. I like that. Okay, let me go ahead and ink this. Let me put it on this edge too because it looks good when you do that. Okay. All right. So I've got this circle and I'm going to leave that empty right now because I don't know what I want to do with that. I don't know. I might put something in there. Who knows? So we've got those 3 items. All right. What else we got? What else have we got? Okay. I had these. I think that's going to be too much of fussy cutting. I'm not going to mess with that. Not today. Oh, I've got the cards. Let's work with the cards. Why don't we? I love working with cards, don't you? I mean, there's so many things that you can do to them, you know? All right, so let's see. I had some of that pink left over. I know it's in here. Yep. Okay. Yep. Now, I'm wondering, I think I'm going to go ahead and round all of these before I start. Oopsie. Because 2 of the edges already had something, you know, off of there. pre-cut, so I figured I might as well even them up. There are so many things that you can do with playing cards. Oh my goodness, so many things. They're so much fun. If you want to know a few extra ways to use playing cards, leave a comment below, and I will definitely show you some ways to use them. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to put some of this on the back of this card. Yeah. So let me actually on this part of the card. I want a little bit of that line and a little bit of that lace. There we go. I just love that pink. Isn't it pretty? Remember I put it inside of my my junk journal right here on the inside. Isn't that pretty? I love it. It looks really good next to the blue jeans, don't you think? Okay, so got that on there. I'm gonna kind of roll with the edges on the ones that were already pre-cut, just to help with the little curve. It's not exactly smooth, but you can just, there we go. Add a little bit of smoothness to it without paying attention to too much to the, not emphasizing the squareness of it. Okay, so isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. And what I'd like to do on the other side is actually put some more writing space on the back. So let's see. A piece of this paper. Yeah. And see, this is you can still see this through it. So what I like to do is I like to put a little bit of gesso. This is white gesso. This is where it came from. I found this on sale on Black Friday a few years ago. Oh my goodness, what is that? I wonder what that is. Did something get in there? Oh no. Let me get one of these out of here and see what that is. I might have dropped something in there. I leave these open sometimes and things fall into it. I know. That should help. Okay. There, it doesn't look too bad. Alright. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of gesso and put it on the card. Okay, and I'm going to dry it real quick. I'm going to leave this running, so I'm sorry for the noise. I think what I'm going to have to do, because this is it's going to take a little while longer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit. Now I'm going to go ahead and put some more on there. I hate waiting, don't you? So what I'm doing is I'm just taking the bite out of the what you can see on the background. That's all. I'm not trying to cover it per se, just so that that's not the focal point when I put the paper on the back of it. So you'll be able to see some of that, but you'll be able to see the lines more. Okay, so I'll be right back, and I'm going to dry this. Okay, this is dry. Yeah. So I'm going to put some glue on it. For the paper. And I'm going to smear it because I don't want the paper to get all glumpy. Okay. And then here is the paper. I'm just getting the edge of that white line, that red line. Can you see it? Okay. I'm just trying to make as many spots, journaling spots as possible in here. Okay, all right. Now I'm going to ink up the edge. I love it. Now you can't even tell that this was a card in its former life, except for the shape. Let me show you. Where's another one? Here we go. Here's the original. Look. You can't hardly tell. If you didn't know what this looked like, you wouldn't be able to tell what that was. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. Let me go ahead and ink this right here. Okay. All right, and I need to put a pull on this because this is going to go into some kind of a tuck or a pocket or something. So let's, well, I like the blue jean looking thing. I have some here, don't I? Well, I'll use this. It's the shirt. Remember the shirt that was on the outside? And I'm going to just go ahead and put a little piece of it. Kind of fray it a little bit. Because fraying looks so cute. I just love it. It looks like it's been well loved, you know? And that's what this is all about for me. Using well loved things. Again. Okay, there we go. Let me put it this way. Yeah. All right, so let me just give a little bit of a dabble-do-ya. Let me spread it around a little bit. There we go. Awesome. And then maybe just a little bit of something. Maybe a little bit of this, or a little tiny bit of lace. No, I don't like that. Maybe the little white to play off of that. No, I don't like that either. Well, I've got some of, no, I was gonna say, do I have any, I had some, here it is, some of this. I like this. Okay, yep. Well, no, I want to have something else that has, yeah, maybe a little piece of this first, because that looks kind of funny beside it. Maybe that on top. Yes, yes, that's what I love. Okay. All right, so we're going to have this, because this is going to be kind of like a pull. So you can pull it out of whatever pocket it's going to be in. It just does not want to stay there, does it? Okay, there we go. And then put a little bit more on top for this. There we go. I'm loving it. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside to let it dry. Okay, that's 4, I think. Woohoo! All right, so let's see. Oh, you know what? What was on the back? Okay, that was the... I like this. So what I was thinking about doing was making a little notebook. And let's see. How big do I want it? Just a really little one that can go into a tuck. All right, so maybe 3 inches by 2 inches, maybe? Yeah. Here, let me do it this way. All right, so we've got 3 inches by length. So let me mark. There's my pencil. Can you see? You can't see, can you? Okay. So I'm going to mark 3 inches right here. Okay. And then 2 inches right here. Okay. So where's my... I knew I was going to lose my 3 inches. Oh, that's 2 inches. Okay, I'm going to have to get out my whatchamacallit. There we go. Okay. I'm terrible, aren't I? All right, so we're going to go 2 inches wide. Let me do it this way because that one's straight at the top there. So we've got 2 inches and then 3 inches long, right? Not very big at all, see? All right. And we might be able to yep. All right, front and back. Woohoo! So I was wanting to make this little notebook, and I think that this would be just adorable like this. And I'm going to use some paper. Use this as a template. Okay, so we got 1. 2. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, oopsie. Does not have to be perfect. And we can use this part if we want. All right, let's see. Do we have any more pieces, spare pieces? I love using up spare pieces. It's awesome. Cut this down just a little bit. Okay, That should be enough. Let me ink the edges here. This is a great way to use up your scraps. I love doing things like this. Now you see how the lines are up and down like that? That's okay. You can still write on something that has the lines the other way. It's okay. You can either write on it following the lines, or you can not use the lines and just write across like this. I've done that many times. I love doing that. Think outside the paper. I love being able to use up my scraps for something that's so beautiful. I mean, this is going to turn out wonderful. You watch. I love making these little notebooks. I might need a little tap lift in here. I don't want to tear these because they're pretty. Some people would cut that off. I'm not cutting it off because I think it'd look cute. It adds character. Oops, forgot the back side. Don't you think? Okay. A couple more. Now, this was a way to show you that you can use your leftovers, you can use your scraps, you can use things that you could have thrown away that you're not going to use anymore, but you can use everything. I mean, really, everything. Those cards had not been used by me, and they were going to be thrown away, and I saved them. So I have a whole, actually have 2 decks that were given to me because the person was going to throw them away. Okay, so there we go. Well, let me get the covers. Where's the other one? Here it is. Did I miss the back side of that one? Let me look. Nope, I got it. Okay. So what I'm going to do, make sure that they fit. If they stick out a little bit, I'm going to cut it. There. Okay. I want to make sure that they all fit. Okay, that needs to be cut down a little bit too. That's okay. All right. Okay. That looks like it's poking out just a little bit. Oh, okay. getting caught on it. There we go. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to glue. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to staple this. There's all kinds of ways that you can secure this. You can glue it. You can sew it. You can do all kinds of things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of this material on the front of this and the back of it. Okay? Because I think that looks really pretty on there like that. So let me put that here. My glue is piling out there. Okay. And if it sticks out on the sides, that's okay too. In fact, I think it looks cute when it does that. And I'm going to make another one on the back side. I'm going to measure it from the front while that's gluing just a little bit. Okay. And you notice I'm putting it right on top of where the staple is, so it covers it up completely. And there we go. So it's a little notepad made from leftover paper. Isn't that adorable? Okay, so let me get some words. Ooh. They're all stuck over here. Let me grab. I have a whole bunch of these words. That one's cute. I like that one. You got this. Let's see. And I will enjoy today. I like that one. Let's not overthink. Like that one, it says live your life. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna some of these are ones I made. And some of them I printed out from online. There's all kinds of websites that that you can go to and find stuff like this. I also have some on my Etsy shop. I mean, you can find them everywhere. So I'm going to put this on here. I'm not going to ink it because it's got a black background. And it says live your life. I love this. This is so cute. So we've got that. All right. And I've got this notepad, and I'm going to put actually you can. And I have these little people. Let's see. Let me move this stuff over. Trying to find the little pictures. That's too big. That's too big, but I could cut off the legs. No. I know I had some smaller ones. I just heard my husband sneeze, so if you heard that, tell him Gesundheit in the comments. He's a loud sneezer. Okay, let's see. Well, that won't fit either. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to do anything else on this right now. I might later. Who knows? Let's see. I'm going to put enjoy it all right there. I'm going to do that. There we go. And I'm going to stick this down. Just like that. Now later on, I may find something that I want to put on here, and I will. So right now I've got that. Okay. Those two are finished. Let me put that up here. Okay. Let's see. What else? What else? What we got? What we got? All right. I like this one. It says laugh, and that would go with her smiling, don't you think? I think so. So let me ink that one up too. Okay. You can get these words from books too. Whenever I harvest a book or a magazine, I love going through and finding words that I can use. So this is good. Let me put something on this one too. I like this right here. Actually, you can. And it'll be a surprise for when somebody pulls it out of the pocket because they don't see it right away. Because it's at the bottom. I love this. Isn't that cute? Actually, you can with that. Oh, you know what would be really cool with this? I have a stamp. Here we go. This little dragonfly. They are adorable, aren't they? I'm gonna stick this on here. I'm gonna use this dark ink, black soot. I love keeping this stuff within easy reach so that I can use it, you know? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Okay. So there we go. That one's done. Okay. Maybe I'll stick a stamp on this one too. The one that I couldn't figure out what to put on there. I'm not going to stick this on it. But we could put a butterfly. Yes. Let's do this butterfly right here. Okay. All right. Yes. Look at that. That's perfect. Love it. Okay, that one's done. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to leave this as it is right now until I figure out what I'm going to do with that. And then this one, I think this one is good too. I'm going to leave this as it is. Well, you know what? I could stamp something on here. I'm going to put this bee on here. That would be so unexpected, wouldn't it? On a garment tag. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to put it right on here. Look at that. Isn't that great? I love it. I love it. Okay. So let me put the bee back. Here it is. Okay. And I'm going to put that back where it goes so it doesn't get lost. Put that back where it goes. Put the top on my glue because it's going to get lost. Okay, now this goes in here. It's just a little surprise when you pull it out. See, there's that bee. All right, so let's do a rehash of what we got done today. Let me move this stuff over. Okay. All right, well, I don't have anything here that I can put it against. Here, let me put it on here so you can see. Okay, so I have this one with the bee on it and the little buttons. And then I have this. It's kind of like a specimen card maybe, or a shaker. I don't know. We'll see. And then this was a card, a playing card, remember? Okay. Can't even tell it was a playing card now, huh? Okay. That can go in there too if we wanted to. All right. It's got a pull that's not yet dry. And then we have this one. I like making the bigger ones. Oh, let's see. You know what? I'm gonna round out these corners real quick. Let me take this out. Okay. Mucho better, don't you think? Okay, and let me do it to this one too. Sometimes that little tiny bit of finish just pushes it over the edge of cuteness, don't you think? Okay, there we go. All right, and that's it for today's ephemera extravaganza. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 different pieces of ephemera, because these can go in other things if you want. And this one too. So there we go. I hope that you enjoyed creating these with me. I'm going to be making some more here in just a little bit. Hang around with me again next time. And I'm so glad that you hung out with me today. Until next time, peace out.